Hi, my name is Ash. A year ago, I was probably 25 pounds heavier. Sort of ate, drank, sort of with no regard to anything. From an exercise standpoint, there probably wasn't a ton that went on. I think the extent of it was I would walk my dogs. I used to live next door to here, and I would walk my dogs from here to the Fremont Bridge and back, and that was exercise. I would wave to Scott as I went by. He would always say, "Hey," introduced himself to me probably 100 times before I actually walked in the door. My first daughter was born, and that sort of started my mind thinking that I needed to be in a little bit better shape, and if I was going to see her graduate from high school and walk her down the aisle and that sort of thing. There was a beach trip we went on. Every time I took my shirt off at the beach, I wasn't happy with doing it at all. Kind of scenario where I didn't take my shirt off till I sat down on the beach. My daughter was born in May that summer, and then kind of made the decision that something had to happen. My first WOD was, there were box jumps and there were pull-ups. And I just remember how horrible it felt afterwards. Like everything hurt and I could barely breathe. I wouldn't say results happened super quick, but I definitely started to feel better. Scott and Jessica Fleming at the time were super encouraging. And then one of the things that happened here that made it really easy for me was Scott started providing daycare. So I could bring my daughter, and I always felt from bringing your kids into a gym standpoint, super welcome, and that made a huge difference. I'm definitely 35 pounds lighter than when I started. I'm stronger physically. I can't even describe it, how much more I can do now than I could then. The ironic part of all of this is I'm a professional swim coach, and I never got in the water, I never worked out with the kids, and to a certain extent I was a pretty big hypocrite asking them to do certain things that I certainly wasn't doing. From that sense, it's definitely made me a better swim coach. I'm definitely a better dad to my now 2 daughters. From an energy standpoint, from an ability to kind of keep up with them and be there for them. And I think about everything that I eat before I do it. Traditionally, when you're a swim coach and you go to a swim meet, there's a hospitality room that has whatever in it, usually a variety of just food to graze on. I think I just spent 5 days at a swim meet this weekend, and I think the lady in the hospitality room nicknamed me Carrot Man, because there's carrot sticks and celery sticks were the only thing I would eat in the hospitality room. Otherwise, I brought all my own meals and finagled it to their little refrigerator. So I'm now the weird guy that carries his food around versus the guy who used to just stand in there. And I would literally hold court and over the brownie table and like just sit there and chat with people, eat. So I think my eating habits are probably the most dramatic change. If you know anything about me, I'm loyal to a fault. So partially I started here, and it's where I'm comfortable, and I owe a lot to Scott. There's a social aspect to being here that it's a group of people I want to be around. But coming here at this point is family. My kids are here, they spend a lot of time with Scott's kids. I've gotten to the point now where I work out with the affiliate team. I'm usually the oldest guy in the room when that happens. And being around that group of people and this group of coaches and athletes is just, it means a lot to me, and it brings me in the door every day versus just going to the gym. I got certified as a level 1 CrossFit instructor in January, so I hope to not only set an example for my own kids, but also my swimmers. And as I sort of attempt to start my second career as a CrossFit coach, not just a swim coach, I hope to provide an example for them too.